Welcome back to another episode of Talking High Performance with Belle, and today I want to talk to you about breaking through the brick wall in our personal and our professional life. This topic is incredibly relevant whether you're dealing with challenges in your personal life or your professional career. How do we stop running into the same brick walls, and more importantly, how do we break through them or walk away from them for good? And we've all been there. We've faced the same issue time and time again. Sometimes we felt stuck and we've been unsure how to move forward. This could be in a relationship that keeps circling back to the same problems, or even a job that leaves you feeling unfulfilled despite your best efforts every day. And today I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into why this happens and how you can finally break through. When we talk about the brick wall in personal relationships, this is really important. And I was on a coaching summit a few months back, and Tony Robbins was talking about the brick wall concept. And this is what I want to share with you today and give you my take on it. Tony Robbins is saying, if there's something not working, why do you keep running to the brick wall? Like, run away from the wall. And I want to start by talking about personal relationships, because I think this is where many of us experience the most frustration. So if you imagine you're in a relationship that you know deep down isn't right for you, maybe it's toxic, maybe it's unfulfilling, or maybe it's just not what you want or you need at this point in your life. But despite knowing all of this, you find yourself returning to this relationship over and over again, hoping that something will change. This is your brick wall. Now, why do we keep running into it? Why do we go back to situations that we know are harmful or just not right for us? The answer often lies in fear, comfort, and or in self-sabotage, whether we choose to admit it or not. There's a certain familiarity in the pain, in the known discomfort. It's almost as if we'd rather stick with the devil we know than face the uncertainty of something new. But this comfort is deceptive. It's not real comfort. It's more like a trap that keeps us in a cycle of self-sabotage. For example, you might keep returning to a relationship where you feel undervalued because deep down you're afraid of being alone. And this fear of loneliness can be so overwhelming that it can overshadow the reality of the situation. Or you'd rather be in an unhealthy relationship than face the fear head on of moving forward without it. But what we don't often realize is that by continuing to run into this wall, we're not just hurting ourselves, we're preventing ourselves from experiencing the kind of relationship that we truly deserve and the life that we deserve. So what do? The first step is to recognize that this wall is not just an external obstacle. It's a manifestation of your internal fears. And you need to ask yourself, why do I keep going back? What am I afraid of? And most importantly, how can I confront this fear in a way that allows me to break free from the pattern? When we talk about the brick wall in our professional life, this concept applies in a very similar way. The brick wall at work might look like staying in a job that drains you, or working on projects that never seem to succeed, or dealing with a boss who doesn't value your contributions. And you know the situation isn't ideal, yet you stay. You keep showing up, hoping that something will change, that somehow this time it will be different. But here's the truth. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results, you're going to be disappointed. Just like in personal relationships, the reason we stay in these situations often comes down to fear. Maybe it's the fear of leaving the stability of a paycheck, or the fear of stepping into a new role where you fear you might not succeed. What will my other colleagues be like? Will I be good at my job there? Or even the fear of standing up for yourself in a toxic environment. And I often coach individuals with the same fears, and they find themselves in these same situations. They're in the same job for years, and while it provides a steady income, it leaves them feeling drained and unfulfilled. And despite recognizing the problem, they stay because they're afraid of the unknown. The idea of starting over somewhere else or facing the potential of failure is so daunting, and can be so daunting to some people that it keeps them stuck in a place where they're clearly unhappy. And they know it, their family knows it, and people around them know it. And the brick wall here is the fear of the unknown. And like any brick wall, it seems insurmountable until we start addressing the underlying issues. So we work together to identify what's truly holding them back, what fears were driving their decisions, and once those fears are brought to light, how do we then start to make decisions from a place of clarity rather than a place of fear. So I want to share with you today, how do we break through this brick wall in both our personal and professional life? The first way is to reflect and reframe. Start by taking a step back and really reflecting on what this wall represents. Is it just a relationship or a job, or is it something deeper? Reframing this as a valuable learning and what can you learn from the situation rather than a failure is really, really important. The second way is to identify the pattern. Look for patterns in your behavior. Are you repeatedly entering the same type of relationship or work situations? And if you are, this is a sign that there's something underlying going on that you're yet to address. That's the second way. The third way is to set clear intentions. Once you've identified the pattern, it's time to set clear intentions. What do you want from your relationships, or what do you want from your career? Set specific intentional goals that give you a new direction and help you avoid falling back into old habits. The fourth way is to develop new strategies. If old strategies haven't worked, it's time to develop new ones. This might involve learning a new communication skill, seeking therapy, talking to a coach, or simply changing your routine. The key is to be proactive in finding solutions rather than playing victim and doing the same thing that you've done in the past. That's the fourth way. The fifth way is to surround yourself with growth-minded individuals. This is a huge one for me. Who you surround yourself really, really matters. Whether it's friends, family, colleagues, being around people who challenge you and inspire you can make a huge difference. They offer new perspectives, support, and often hold you accountable as you break through your brick wall. So imagine being in a community of people who are also striving to improve themselves. It's motivating and really helps you to move to that next level. That's the fifth way. And the last way is to commit to consistent action. Clarity is just the foundation. Action is what moves you forward. So commit to taking action, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard. And focused action that aligns with the direction that you want to head. And this is how you ensure the walls remain in the past and don't continue to hold you back. So whether it's setting small daily goals or making a big leap towards change, the key is to keep moving forward. And if you've moved back, acknowledge it and continue forward again the next day. Every step forward is a step away from the brick wall, which is really, really important. So breaking through the brick wall, whether in your personal relationships or your professional life, it needs more than just persistence. It demands clarity, intention, and a willingness to face your fears. And when you can begin to recognize the patterns that lead you to these walls and reframe them as opportunities for growth and commit to consistent action, that's when you can break free and move forward. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this episode useful. I love the concept of the brick wall, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week. Until then, live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life. Your coach, Belle. Are you feeling overwhelmed trying to balance work and life? If you're finding it hard to excel in these areas, it may be time for a change. The Elevate with Belle membership offers a practical solution designed to help you regain control and achieve your goals. With this membership, you'll join a community of ambitious individuals committed to real results. Twice a month, you can participate in live sessions where you'll receive actionable strategies and insights to boost your productivity and work-life balance. And if you can't attend live, all the sessions will be recorded for your convenience. You'll also have opportunities to engage with guest experts and attend exclusive events throughout the year. If you're struggling with productivity, you can learn some effective time management techniques. If you're feeling burnt out, you can get some strategies for better work-life integration. And if you're lacking energy, I can help you with tools to help you stay motivated and inspired throughout the day. And this is just an example of some of the things we'll be covering. So if you're ready to make a change, then join the Elevate with Belle membership today, and let's start achieving the results you've been aiming for.